Children, in the previous part, we had learnt that as Muni had not got anything from the shop, his wife became annoyed and told him to go away and not to come back before sunset. Meanwhile, she would go and work in the big house and other houses and earn money to buy foodstuff. So Muni went away with his goats to the highway. He used to sit on the pedestal of the statue of the horse, which was very beautiful. The whole day he used to sit there and watch the people and vehicles passing by. That day he noticed a new sort of vehicle coming. It looked like both a motor car and a bus. Now I will explain part 3. Muni saw this yellow vehicle and was wondering how he would describe it to his wife when it stopped right in front of him. A red-faced foreigner got down and stooping means bending, he started looking under the vehicle. Then he approached Muni and asked him if there was a gas station nearby. Gas here, children, means petrol. In US, the word gas is used for petrol or gasoline. So the petrol in his vehicle was finished and he wanted to know if there was a petrol pump nearby to get it filled. Suddenly he saw the horse statue and cried out, "Marvelous!" He was attracted by the beauty of the statue. Muni was scared a bit and wanted to run away from there, but could not do so because of his old age. The red-faced man wore khaki clothes, so Muni thought that he was either a policeman or a soldier. Muni said to himself that if he started running, then that foreigner would chase him or shoot him. He prayed to Shiva to protect him. Meanwhile, the foreigner again cried marvelous and paced. Paced here means walked around the statue, looking at it. Muni sat frozen. Sat frozen means he sat still for some time and then tried to edge away. Edge away means he tried to move away. He sat frozen for some time without moving. He sat there, but then he slowly tried to move away from there. Then the foreigner pressed his palms together, smiled and said, "Namaste, how do you do?" Now Muni knew only 2 words in English, yes and no. So when the foreigner asked him, "How do you do?" he said, "Yes, no," the 2 words that he knew in English. After that he started talking in Tamil because he knew no other words in English. He said that his name was Muni and the 2 goats were his. No one can gainsay. Gainsay means deny that even though the village was full of slanderers. Slanderers are people who talk false things about others, who tell lies about others. Now the foreigner looked in the direction indicated by Muni's fingers and gazed at the 2 goats. As he was puzzled and could not understand what Muni was saying, he took out his silver cigarette case and lit a cigarette. Then, out of courtesy, he asked Muni if he smoked. Muni again answered in the 2 English words he knew, yes, no. So the red-faced foreigner, this red-faced foreigner was actually an American. He took a cigarette and gave it to Muni, who was really surprised as nobody had offered him anything to smoke for years. Muni had always wanted to smoke a cigarette, and once the shopman had given him one on credit, and it had tasted good. Now the American flicked his lighter open and wanted to light the cigarette, but Muni was so confused by seeing that lighter, he did not know what to do, and he just blew and put out the lighter. The American was puzzled as to why Muni had blown out the lighter, but undaunted means without being discouraged, he again lighted the cigarette. Muni drew a puff and started coughing. It was after so many years that he was smoking a cigarette, so he started coughing. But he enjoyed it. Now Muni understood that the other man was not an inquisitor. Inquisitor means an officer of any kind. He realized that the other man was not a policeman or a soldier. Still, he remained wary. Wary means he remained cautious and careful, but felt that there is no need to run away from a man who gave him such a potent means such a powerful smoke, that is a cigarette to smoke. Then the American said that he had come from New York and showed his card. Now, seeing the card, Muni became a little scared and he shrank away. Shrank away means he moved back a little. He thought it was a warrant and that the red faced man was going to arrest him. His mind warned him to beware of khaki, and due to his old age, he couldn't run away from there. And he could only ward off. Ward off means he could turn away or avoid trouble by talking. So he started talking in Tamil and said that he knew nothing about the murder. Now, a body had been found which was mutilated, means damaged very badly. It was in a very bad condition. This body was found and it was thrown under a tamarind tree. The tamarind tree under which this mutilated body was found was at the border between the two villages, Kritham and Kuppam. This had happened a few weeks ago, and there was a lot of gossip in the village. So Muni thought that maybe this red faced man had come to find out or investigate about that murder. The American nodded his head without understanding what Muni was saying. He did not understand anything. Then he wanted to know when the horse was made, when the statue of the horse was made, and smiled ingratiatingly. Ingratiatingly means in a very flattering manner. He wanted Muni to tell him something. Muni also smiled and told him to go away, and that if they caught any bad character, they would bury him up to his neck in a coconut pit. Now, Muni did not understand what the American wanted to know. He just said another thing. Now, the American implored. Implored means he begged earnestly. The American really wanted Muni to understand whatever he was saying. So, he implored Muni to understand him. He asked Muni why he didn't speak English when almost everyone in the country knew English. When Muni made some indistinct means which were not clear sounds, he made sounds which were not clear in his throat and shook his head, the American felt encouraged and then continued to explain, saying each and every word carefully and slowly so that Muni could understand. He sat beside Muni and explained that last August they probably had the hottest summer and he had been working on the 40th floor of the Empire State Building. So he started, the American started telling Muni what happened last year in America where he was staying. So he told Muni that they had the hottest summer and he had been working on the 40th floor of the Empire State Building. One day they had power failure also, and that is there was electricity breakdown and they were stuck there with no elevator or air conditioning. That day, the moment the American had reached home in Connecticut, he told his wife Ruth that they would go to India that winter. In this way, they were there in India. So they had last year only they had decided when they were it was so hot in America, they had decided that they would visit India that winter. So in this way they reached India. At that time, at that moment when he was talking with Muni, he said that his wife had stayed back at Srinagar and he was visiting other places alone. After hearing all this, Muni only said yes, no. He did not understand whatever the American was saying, so he just said yes, no. Then, as Muni was going to say something, the American asked him how old he was. Now, again, Muni did not understand what the American said. He just went on to say that sometimes jackals or cheetahs carried off their cattle, that is, their sheep and goats, and sometimes someone from the next village also carried away their cattle. And their temple priest could see the face of the thief in the camphor flame. In this way, the thief was caught. And when the thief was caught, he was beaten up badly. Now, in order to show how the thief was beaten up, Muni showed the action of mincing meat with his hands. Mincing meat means chopping meat into small pieces. He showed that action with his hands to show how the thief would be beaten up. Seeing his action, the American thought that Muni wanted to chop wood. So he told Muni to give him an axe and that he would chop wood for him. Then he said that on Sundays he used to chop wood for the fireplace at his home back in America. Muni was totally confused. He did not understand at all what the American had said. He was totally confused, and then he decided to get away from there. So he said that he must go home and turned to go. So this much is enough for today, children. Read the portion that I have explained today and revise your work.